We're not waiting for opportunity. We create an opportunity. We're not waiting for opportunity. We create an opportunity. What's going on? I hope you guys are doing good. I want to talk about peace. Peace that we look for, peace that we need, the quietness we may need, the calmness, the contentment, happiness, however we look at the terminology peace. But a calming effect within our minds, within our bodies, within our spirits, within our space, a quietness, a stillness is how I look at it. Now, I feel one has not found true peace until one can find peace in the midst of chaos. If you need to go to a quiet place every time in order to get your peace, and that means like physically away or take time off somewhere, yes, you'll get your peace and your rejuvenation, self-day. But when you finally find true peace, true contentment, is when in the midst of chaos, you can still be still within your mind. Physically, your heart's not going. You're not feeling faint. You're not feeling anxious, anxiety. That is true peace in the midst of things happening. So examples, say you have multiple things going on in your life at one time and you don't have true answers for any of the outcomes. You have predictions, you have multiple choices that could happen, but no definitive answer. And you have multiple things happening at the same time, and it's stressing you out. Now, no matter where you go, you still have to deal with that in here. That doesn't leave, because these are your personal goals, conflicts, things that you have to come over, hurdles that you have to get through, progress you have to make. But the outcome is possibly unknown or 50-50. So you have no actual control over the outcome. Only what you can put in and what you can do. But at the end, you don't have the last word. You have a word with you, but somebody else can say or something else can change that. We have a lot of those situations because it may be unfamiliarity to the situation, new waters, things we've never done before, or risks that we're taking for a gain. Stocks up and down, cryptocurrency up and down, you're not sure. You're trying to find your entry points, your exit points, if you should hold long-term, short-term, and you got to keep on watching until you learn historically what's going on, right? Until you learn it. So I say that till you learn it is that I think you become more calm with more experience. You develop more peace in the midst of chaos when you have experienced it before. And you've actually thought about your response, the variables around it, and how you handled it, if it was good or bad, or what you could change for the next time if something close to it comes about. Another example, I went to quite a few funerals this year. And I think a lot of us, not say a lot of us, I don't want to think a lot of us, but we've been hearing about a lot of deaths, since the pandemic. I remember I see a lot of elderly people there, and they're very calm. Like, it could be the closest person to them. The closest person, their daughter. You understand? Like, closest person to them. And they're very calm. They seem very calm, at least. They're still smiling with you. They're still hugging you, still polite, still laughing. And the only thing I could come up with for that is the fact that they've seen death so much for different reasons and have understood what it was for them and how it affected them, and that it is a natural thing that can happen, even if it happens by unnatural causes. But it's still, you can go. And they experienced it so much from close friendships, family, loved ones, and from extended, where it doesn't affect them a great deal later down the line. It saddens them, of course. They feel an emotion to it, but they may not be overwhelmed by it the way we would be, who are new to a constant of that. I say it to say also, you have a younger generation where parents are looking at them and astonished with the response, the numbing response they have to certain things, because they've experienced or been introduced to certain things so much that it doesn't affect them as much. They see it so much, it doesn't bother them as much. So again, I say, allow your experience to happen. Allow your fear to happen. Allow your worries to happen. Allow your anxieties, your anxiousness. Allow these things to happen to you, but don't hold on to them. Allow yourself to go through whatever it is that you go through to get past it. Then sit back when you're past it on the other side. Look at it again. Even if you have to write it down when you're going through it, because you may not remember to look at it. Look at what you were feeling, why you were feeling what you were feeling, what was going on to make you feel that way, all the things around it. And just be aware of that. Find a different way to attack it. Find a different way to deal with it. Because we're going to go through it. It's just how you deal with it. Like everybody always says, yo, it's going to be good on the other side. Yo, on the other side of this, you're going to be straight. Don't worry about it. It has to pass. This too will pass. It has to pass. You're going to be good. You're going to be good. But still, that doesn't change the fact that you still got to deal with it during the times and you feel what you feel. Your anger, your frustration, your tiredness. You feel weak. You feel angry. You feel belittled. You feel unempowered. You don't feel powerful at that time, even though you even in your mind know this will pass. But allow it to happen. And each time it happens, reflect on it. Not to hold it, to keep it, to remind yourself to be angry or hurt or upset or lash out at this person or anything that reminds you of that, but how you dealt with it and how you should and how you came through it and that you've gotten through it and that it's not easy, it's not hard. It's just something you have to get through. So look at it as a way for you to gain more. And that's how you will gain more peace. Because the more you have an experience in life and the more you get through it and then reflect on it, the more knowledge and wisdom and understanding you'll have to deal with the next one that's similar or maybe totally different, but your reaction and response mentally, physically, and emotionally will not be the same. So I'm telling you, it's okay to go through these things. It's okay to have these emotions and these feelings and these anxieties. It's okay. But I'm telling you again, that is what's going to create your peace in the midst of certain unclarity, in the midst of certain turmoil, in the midst of a pandemic, in the midst of wars. When you sit there and you're like totally calm and still with it, not easily shaken, stirred, or moved, standing strong like a rock, standing firm like a mountain that all can look at and see, it will happen. And that's when you will find your peace within the midst of chaos. Because until you have peace in the midst of chaos, you have no true peace. You are still learning. And we all must learn. And we all must allow this to transpire. But don't hold on to it and fear the next. Because you're still holding on to it if you're fearing the next. If you're worried every day about what's going to happen, that means you're still holding on to the past ones. You haven't learned from it yet. So you truly haven't experienced if you haven't learned. You understand? Because for you to have experience, you must learn. You must digest. You understand? When we tell you, don't eat fast. Chew slow. Savor the food. Savor the taste. Right? Savor the taste. Right? And it's easier to digest. The quicker you eat, the harder it is to digest, the more you hurt your insides. The quicker you try to make it. Don't be quick to haste. You know, we used to be the same way as young boys, right? Quick to haste, try to get this lady, try to talk to us, get this money, move like this, quick. And then it's going quick. It's not worth it that way. Take your time, be firm, be strong. Have endurance. Go the distance. You understand? Go the distance. The endurance, right? You got to deal with it. You have to deal with it and learn from it in order to gain the experience, in order to gain the peace in the midst of the chaos. You understand what I'm saying to you? You have to. Don't run from it and don't hold on to it. Allow it to teach you. Allow yourself to mold yourself. Allow yourself to grow yourself. Don't limit yourself to who you are, even if it's hard. Just go through it and learn from it. Don't ignore it. Because it's going to creep up back again, and you're wondering why. Because you didn't learn from it the first time. So hence, it's going to come at you again, where you can't step around or just stand there like this and let it go. Listen, if we're going to find peace, we have to have the experience and we have to learn from it. You want peace? Be who you are and allow you to be that person. So I'm telling you, let's go through the experience. Let's learn from it. We'll find it. We'll gather it. You understand? We'll have a peace in the midst of the chaos where nothing can move us. We will stand firm and strong, regardless of the situation. Mentally, emotionally, and physically. The endurance will be there. Let's not move off of fear and be responsive, reactive. Let's be strategic. In order for us to be strategic, we have to know the field. We have to know the opposition. We have to know ourselves. That's the first and foremost, to know ourselves. Everybody wants self-day, right? Everybody wants to take a self-day, but how many you can afford it? And then the other part, how many you need it, but you can't afford it? But you need it. So what I say? Yo, we not waiting for opportunity. We create an opportunity. We not waiting for opportunity. We create an opportunity. Let's do that. All right.